Hey Pisces, this is Hale for HES Ultimage, and this is your channeled forecast for November. And I'm gonna keep updates now only to a few minutes, because I've learned my lesson with that. I'm not using tarot and oracle cards anymore. Now I'm just directly channeling with these index cards I have. So it's all like leading to that, and everybody knows I evolve with the channel, so this is how it's going now. I channel the message ahead of time, and I'm just going to give you all the key points of that. Other update very quickly, and then I'm into it. I'm now doing these $20 a la carte readings for short question and mini monthly, and they've been really popular so far for only having my subscribers know about it. So now everybody can benefit from that. Now that I channel so much faster and get so much more concise messages, I felt confident offering those shorter readings, so I hope everybody will take advantage of that. All right, okay, so getting started with Pisces for November. All right, and I'll like hit the key points and then I'll kind of go through it. But first one is, you must work harder to be more social. And I'm not being like criticizing about this, I'm under Pisces too, okay? But that's one of the key elements to start it off. So to challenge ourselves to be more social this month, more involved will be important. And there are more elements to this, and I'll just go through the key points to keep bringing it out here, and then maybe give you some examples on this. And I literally got, it's going to be hard because you might not actually want to be more social with other people. In that case, it feels like to me some of us might be feeling a little bit more reclusive, a little bit more shy or timid, or a little bit overworked even. Um, it's just the idea is that you might feel that you are not in the best place to be socializing, or trepidation towards socializing really is the big key thing here. Like trepidation towards, oh God, do I have to go to this party? Do I have to go to this family gathering of sorts? Because I know Thanksgiving's November, so a lot of people have to do some forced socialization. Um, so there's going to be trepidation around social interaction, but it is to your great benefit to do it so that you're overcoming like a hurdle of the month, really. Okay, and then I got the push card on this. So the idea was this is the push. So it's like you're being kind of motivated and nudged to do more in that area, okay? And I'm kind of trying to provide this push to you as well, okay? All right. Next one, this is only for, like, select people. So no, this isn't for Pisces at large. This is only going to affect maybe a few people, but I needed to include this, okay? Bitter is not a good shade to wear, okay? And I got that from my taste card, because I created a whole other deck of cards that maybe eventually I'll circulate, but right now it's for private use for my direct channels. But yeah, that idea of bitterness or a bitter taste in one's mouth was conveyed. And again, this is only for a few people, but listen to it if you know that this is playing out for you, or if you're anticipating some interactions that you're not psyched about, or if you have some sort of grudge against somebody, or some sort of rivalry that's standing there or withstanding, that you need to reflect on this like bitter feeling or bitter taste in your mouth that you have towards another person, because it's interfering with this other picture of, enjoyment of others, okay? All right, and that was for the select few. Now back to Pisces at large. It's general for everybody, but I had to say that that's only for the people that it's really resonating with and specifically geared towards. Okay, all right. So next one is, we need to be a little more casual, okay? That was the next bullet point, if you will. All right, so in my case, I have Pisces and Capricorn a lot, and Taurus too. So it's like I can find it very hard to not be as formal. I know my channel makes me seem very lackadaisical and like, hey man, but in honesty, I know I personally can find it hard to be more casual, and Pisces at large right now is being challenged to be more casual in November. That means to let loose a little more, to be a little less, I would say a little less suspect too, that, because this is a part that's coming in a little later. Yeah, and I'll bring that in a little later, but the idea that things don't have to be so intense, things don't have to be a life or death situation, things don't have to be a big confrontation. Like, you can have small talk, okay, and that's like a big one that I'm getting. Like, you can have small talk, you can just chat. You don't have to have an objective or any kind of, there's not a win-lose, you know? That's kind of the vibe too. It's like just experience the casual nature of just, talking to people, meeting people, or having that kind of small talk that's just no pressure. Okay? All right, so that's that. Okay. Give me a second now. All right. Okay. Next one is you should be more concerned about growth. Yeah. Okay. When it comes to that social sector, and I literally got, you will feel more, okay, more grown up or more, I would say either weathered or matured because you got more involved socially in November, okay? So the idea is through going through this process of becoming more socially active, whether that's participating in exchanges that maybe normally you would go, oh God, do I really have to do this? Um, and even putting yourself out there, maybe going to a social event that you haven't gone to before, or any kind of mixer, or even there are sometimes seminars and things where people can kind of connect more even on a business level, because that's the other thing. Because it's social sector in general, there's nothing wrong with networking in general either. Okay, good. All right, okay. Next one. If you are not ready, there is always time to learn, okay? So I know that for some people, this is a much taller order than others, in which case, then maybe baby step it or like little bites in there. You don't have to become, Mr. or Mrs. Extrovertive, flying from a chandelier kind of person this month. Like, that doesn't have to happen. If you think it would be fun to go to the extreme, and if you think it would help push you, that's one thing. But even just to make small progresses, there's nothing wrong with that. And okay, that's the other thing. It's like if you take a step out of your comfort zone and feel kind of spooked, it's okay to go back to the drawing board. Just continue to keep it in mind. Okay. Okay, and then this is like the big one. This is the one that's like really bringing it up here. It is very liberating to be able to feel connected to other people, okay? So that's the other key point here for the message for November for Pisces. It's liberating, it's freeing, it feels like you have a weight lifted off of you when you feel more connected to other people, okay? Because the archetype I got was artist. Artist represents when people feel outside of the collective, which is a pretty common thing for Pisces, I have to say, being a Pisces. I mean, the words that I particularly think of from that artist card that I made is alien or foreign, to feel like somehow, even within a large group, you feel isolated or something. It's important to step out of that feeling in order to feel a little more free, a little more comfortable, because that's a big one. And even to feel lighter and more joyful, because I think there's a lot of analysis that happens in a Piscean mind. And right now, the idea is to feel more connected to the whole, to other people, to your situation in that moment too. Because it's also popular for Pisces to be thinking about other things when they're, in a present scenario, whether it's, thinking about other things in life, whether it's work or relationships. But think of it this way, when you're in that room with the other people, you should be focusing on what's happening there, okay? And that's going to help really lift any of the, lift some of the anxieties or some of the stressors or some of the distractions, really, that are, causing a rift between the enjoyment of this experience. Because at the end of the day, for November, this should be enjoyed, okay? So let it be a social month. Let it be something that's, you connecting with other people and feeling more a part of the collective. All right, that said, I do personal readings. If you want one, hit the link below or go to hesultimage.com, spelled just like the channel, and I will see you later.